guys, how's it going? So I lost $1 million. This is gonna be my how do you call it, the thumbnail. I hope it's good, but I don't know. This video is just basically gonna be clickbait. Maybe I shouldn't say it's clickbait because some people will get angry. But it's gonna be a little bit of a clickbait video. It's also gonna be a very good video too. I think I'm gonna be discussing very important things in this. You know, it does hurt. I did lose $1 million, but at the end of the day, really, can I really spend $1 million? I mean, yeah, I can go out and buy some expensive cars, buy a house, you know, maybe enjoy life with that $1 million. But my life enjoyment is to make more money and hang out with my friends. Like, I mean, I would rather have more. I mean, like, money doesn't really bring you happiness. Money is just more of like brings you ease of life. So it just makes a life easier. That's all really money is. Money makes a life easier. It makes you be able to do anything you want. It makes it so you don't never have to work again. I mean, at worst case scenario, I say I could go back to my job and I could work again. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it'll be the story of my life. I became a millionaire. I lost it. And now I'm working at a regular job because I need money and hope one day I find that next big winner and become a millionaire again. But, you know, whatever. I mean, I got my YouTube, which is generating me some money. That helps. Like, and then I can go back to working a regular job. And then maybe my membership group will help me generate some money. And I mean, yeah, it's possible if I lose it all, but I don't think so. I think this temporary correction is maybe even a stock market crash. We could potentially be in a stock market crash without anybody really realizing it. I mean, not all stocks are getting affected big time, but most stocks out there are getting affected pretty big. So, you know, we could be in the midst of a market crash, but who cares? I mean, I just want to get that market crash out of the way so that for the next 10 years, we don't have to worry about it anymore. The next 8 years or whatever, how long it takes for the next market crash. So I would rather have it now and then just rebuild my wealth from it. I mean, at this point, I don't know, whatever. If Aurora goes really low, it just gives people who really wanted to buy in or who truly believe in the company a chance to buy in at dirt cheap prices. It's listed on the New York Stock Exchange, so anybody with a Robinhood app, if they truly believe in Aurora Cannabis, they can invest in the long term and, you know, 10 times their money. I mean, you have to gamble on the fact that Aurora's management is going to be able to achieve their goals of being a global cannabis company worldwide. And, you know, and you also have to believe the fact that cannabis is a big market. If you believe in those two factors, then that just creates a buying opportunity for these cannabis stocks, in my opinion. So never fall in love with your stock. I fucked up. I fell in love with my stock, and, you know, it made me lose a lot of money. I could have sold out. I could have, you know, I could have just ran with my money, and I would have been so happy right now. I would be cheering. I should, like, I realized that this was coming, but I took the gamble of gambling on it anyways. I could have sold out at $10, and I would have been happy right now. But no, I had to hold on, hoping that there would be a Coke deal, but no, there wasn't. I could have sold out. I could have ran with my money, but I didn't. I got greedy. I fell in love with my stock. I did stupid mistakes that caused me to lose a lot of money. Now my hope is, you know, this cannabis that Aurora management is capable of, you know, creating a global dominant company, and eventually the stock price will reverse and it will show it in the stock price. At least this is all I can hope for right now, because no, the future is all about fundamentals. The hype is over. The next thing we're looking for is fundamentals. I mean, I think there's still some hype left in this industry, but the fundamentals are what is gonna justify these companies moving forward. So, I made this video a while ago on October 25th, 2018. I came out saying I think Aurora stock's going to go to $8. And on the day, the stock went to $10. People could have sold out. People could have... I could have sold out. I could have sold out. And I could have been like, okay, you know what? I think the stock's heading to $8. I could have sold out and be like, if the Coke deal came, I could have just bought back in. It wouldn't be a big difference. So I should have just sold out. I should have just, not be emotional. I should be like noticing this trend. Like I started noticing this trend and I thought that, you know what, I think these stocks can really, really decline. So I made this video and I didn't even listen to myself, like I didn't even listen to my gut instinct. My gut instinct said that the stock's going to go to $8. I should have listened to my gut instinct. I should have sold. I would have ran away with a lot of money. But no, I became a fanboy. I became greedy. I fell in love with my stock, and what did it do? It bit me in the ass. Now I have to hope that this stock does not decline to if it declines to ridiculous amounts, it's really a buying opportunity. I could have made a ton of money if I had a lot of cash on the side, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, to throw into the stock at, $5-6. Now I have to gamble on the fact that, I do have money on the side. I cashed out. I sold some stock today okay, I guess I'll disclose it. I sold some Aurora stock today. Not gonna tell you how much because that's, for my members to know. I'm not gonna tell you how much the price I sold it at. But I did sell some stock of Aurora today, so I have a decent amount of cash. I could have sold out more, but I thought that, maybe it'll climb back up. But right now, I don't know. I just don't know. I think we could be running into more of a bloodbath, but eventually we'll have that bounce up. And, I'm going to try to catch that bounce if I can. Or if we have one, we might not even have one. We might not even have a bounce. It might just go all the way down and it might just stabilize at like $5 or $6. Maybe, I don't know, because at the end of the day, who really moves these stocks? It's people with money, not ordinary retail investors. So it's basically, I guess, a bunch of retail investors combined could move up a stock dramatically, but that would require hundreds of thousands of retail investors. So let's, I don't know. And then on top of that, there's also shorts attacking the crap out of this stock, just stealing money from all the bag holders. That's basically what shorts do. They basically steal money from bag holders, people who hold on to the stock. So, and I mean, it all depends on big money. If big money decides to throw money back into the company, the stock price will rise. If, more people decide to sell, the stock price could go to $6. But long term, I truly believe in cannabis long term. Do I truly believe in Aurora stock long term? Yes and no. I mean, it's a gamble. I mean, they are an international company. They don't have billions of dollars like Canopy. If I was to throw a lot of money into a company and gamble on it, it'd probably be Canopy. Because Canopy has billions of dollars. They have a partnership with Constellation brand. They have more cash than all the Canadian licensed producers combined in total assets. So how do you go wrong with Canopy? Next up is OGI. So this brand, Edson Cannabis, is from OGI. I bought it today. I mean, I don't want to bash on OGI's shareholders, but I'm just saying that the smell of it is very weak. And I really don't, when I smoked it, I didn't really feel anything. Maybe because I'm kind of immune to it. But tomorrow morning, the first thing I do when I wake up, I'm gonna try this right away, and I'm gonna see what kind of effect it has on me. Because after sleeping, waking up, you're like sober for like that first early morning, so you don't. When you smoke it, you can really feel it in the morning, especially since you've been sleeping and you've been sober. So let's see how this affects me in the morning. I'll report back to you guys in the morning video on this product, I guess. So liquor stores. This I bought some. I own some of this stock. I'm happy how the stock is faring compared to the rest of the market. This is my safe haven. So like, let's say if a Aurora stock went to like $3, I'm gonna sell my safe haven to pump it into Aurora stock. I mean, at $3, I'm going to be a big buyer. I don't think the market will give you back that chance to go down to $3, but you never know, right? You never know. So I was discussing with Brendan Beavis Investing. He says that if you guys are not aware, he's in Vancouver. He lives in BC. He lives in Vancouver. I don't know where he lives, but I know like from one of his videos, I realized that he's from Vancouver. He talked to me. He told me he was from BC, but I know he's from Vancouver. So I mean, he was asking me, I was talking to him today. I told him I lost $1 million from stocks alone. He's like, holy shit. And he's like, oh, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know, just buy. I don't know, buy if the stock dips at this point. I mean, whatever. If I lose all that money, that's life. I mean, you have to, when you're in the stocks, you have to have the mentality that there's a possibility for you to lose a lot of money, possibly all of it. I mean, I don't think so. I really don't think I'm gonna lose all my money. I think these weed stocks are always gonna have some value. I mean, just look at the logic behind it, right? Like, I go to these cannabis stores, I see sold out signs everywhere. Aurora products are all sold out. Metro Leaf products are all sold out. The only products that are on store shelves right now are like the odd licensed producer like Organigram and Canopy. Canopy's everywhere. Canopy is in every single store. Canopy has so much product that it's always there. It's always in supply. Like Canopy always has stock. There's always stock of Canopy products in every single store I visit, and there's a lot of it too. So that means that Canopy is providing these stores with a lot of product, more than enough to satisfy the Canadian rec market. And it's smart because Canopy is gonna generate so much money, I think, down the road, because they have so much product that they don't run out. That's just the simple answer I can give you. And for some of the people say that Aurora stock could go down to $1 or it could go down to $3. I just want to let you know, if Aurora stock went below a dollar per share on the New York Stock Exchange, it will get delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. Because the minimum trading price is $1 per share. It can't go below $1 a share, or else it will get delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. The fact that Aurora went up to the New York Stock Exchange to get delisted from the New York Stock Exchange, I highly doubt that. And in order for Aurora to get delisted from the New York Stock Exchange, the stock has to trade below $1. I don't think so. I see the worst case scenario, we'll see the stock at $3. That would put it at a $5 price target for Aurora. So the worst case scenario, I say, is Aurora stock going down to $5. Would I bet my life against it? No, I would not bet my life against it, because you just don't know in the stock market for sure. I mean, I'm pretty confident, but I would not gamble my life on the fact that the stock could drop down to $1 US and get delisted. I mean, it's possible, but highly unlikely. It's super highly unlikely. It's like, unless something bad happens to the company internally, like, I don't know, a meteorite hits the Aurora Sky facility, or the government comes in and shuts down the Aurora Sky and a bunch of Aurora's facilities, and then force them to go out of business because they did something illegal, then yeah, they're gonna get delisted on the New York Stock Exchange. The stock will get delisted, and everybody will sell out, and the stock will go down to $1 US, and it'll get unlisted from the New York Stock Exchange. Totally possible, but not unlikely. It's highly unlikely. Just saying. Yeah, right now, my eye is on Canopy. Because, why? Canopy has they will be getting $5 billion in cash soon. Let's just do some calculations. So once they get the $5 billion of Canadian dollar cash, which is basically all the licensed producers' assets combined, all the tangible assets and cash and everything combined, all of them, just combined. Canopy has more money than every single cannabis producer on the market right now, period. Wants to get that $5 billion in cash. And if you take the whole asset, yeah, Canopy is like, you take all the cannabis companies come together, and Canopy will still have more assets than all those companies combined. So you can't go wrong investing in Canopy, and that's why I'm camping Canopy stock, and I'm gonna be buying more as this stock goes down and down and down and down and down. So I'm hoping we have a market crash. I'm hoping we have a market crash so I can buy in these stocks at a dirt cheap price. 30. Okay, so does it tell me how many shares this has? Okay, well, I know that once they completed the deal, it would be at 334 million shares. It could be less. You times that by the current share price of 33.07. This gives them a market cap of $11 billion. So, the shareholder equity, like, they have a total shareholder equity of about $7 million with about $11 million market cap. And when the financials come out, you think their financials are gonna be weak? No, absolutely not. They're gonna have really good numbers. Like no, the one that's coming in November 14th, I'll be making a separate video for that. But those numbers are gonna be okay. But the numbers in the springtime, oh my god, they will be so good. Everyone's gonna be shocked. And this stock, I can see, Canopy should have a $20 billion market cap. Like, seriously, once the numbers come out in the springtime, if Canopy does not have a $20 billion market cap, I'm gonna be shocked. A $20 billion market cap. So, the stock, extremely undervalued right now. In my opinion, we'll see what happens in the future, but my opinion, their stock is extremely undervalued right now. They are going to be making the most money in the cannabis space. They have the most cash in the cannabis space. They have the most asset in the cannabis space. So, I don't know. I would say that Canopy is very undervalued. I'm licking my lips, and I'm hoping the stock price drops more and more and more and more. I don't know. I hope this goes to $20. But I'm not going to be buying. I'm not going to wait until $20 because I don't think I'll ever hit $20. But, anything's possible, I guess. But I don't think so. All I have to say about Aurora stock is, I don't know about the US side, but the US and the Canadian side is about $2 different. This is $5.91 and Aurora is $7.70, which gives it about about $2.50 difference. So if Aurora stocks goes to $5, this stock will go to below $3, like $2.80, $2.70. At $2.70, if institutional investors are not buying in at those prices, oh my god, wow, wow, I would be so shocked. I'd just be like, the world does not make any sense. But, I don't think it's going to drop down that low. We'll see what happens. This is my prediction. I don't think Aurora stock will ever drop below $3 per share. US side anyways. And for the Canadian side, below $5. Because I think when Aurora stock hits even close to $3, institutional investors will be buying into this company in a big way, because now it's listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So, and if they truly believe in the company in the long term, the stock price is gonna go back. It's gonna go back to $7-8 Canadian, maybe $6 US, $6-7 US. In the short term. But in the long term, I can see Aurora stock going back to $14. Just my opinion though. When like cannabis beer comes out, cannabis infused drinks come out, and when those numbers reach like $100 million, $200 million per quarter, the stock will bounce back. I'm almost 100% positive on that. Well, I'm not 100% positive on it. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm pretty sure that the stock right now is just a screaming buying opportunity. I mean, it could drop lower. I'm not saying I'm not telling you guys to buy. Personally, I would not buy any more Aurora stock. My eyes are more focused on Canopy because I want to play it safe. I want to make sure that if I'm not a millionaire, at least I will have money in the future if I hold on to Canopy for a long term. Shopify, I'm surprised this stock doesn't get hammered. Like seriously, like $168. The market cap of it is $16 billion. I believe that this is where Canopy's market cap will be in the future, because if you look at Shopify's like quarter report, they announced $270 million. Do you really think Canopy can't hit $270 million in one quarter? I totally think they can, and it will happen. Mark my words on that. We will see $270 million in one quarter eventually from Canopy. This is just what I think, but we'll see, right? Like, I really think like this is totally possible. Maybe not this year, but definitely in 2019 we will. 2020, a quarter in 2020, we will probably see 270 million, if not like higher. So I don't know. Long term, Canopy is undervalued. Long term, Aurora is risky, but still, I mean, I do believe in the company. I still believe in management. I still believe that Aurora can create a awesome company. We'll see what happens though. So, I mean, my eyes are on Canopy because I want to play it safe. See, if I didn't fall in love with Canopy stock, I would have sold it all at $55+, and I would have waited until the stock hit $40 because I had a feeling that it could go down to $40, but I was still, I just didn't think it would I had a feeling it would, but I didn't think, it would have, I don't know. It was like my gut feeling said I could hit $40. My mind said, at $40 it's extremely undervalued. I'm in for I'm in Canopy for the long term. I should have hedged my bet. I should have sold off some Canopy regardless, and I should have waited until that $45 to $40 price tag to buy back in. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. I fell in love with my stock, and it bit me in the ass. If it goes down tomorrow, definitely going to be buying in more tomorrow for Canopy. Because I do believe in the cannabis industry. I believe in it in the long term. I believe Canopy is going to be... Right now, Canopy is a monopoly. They're going to be a dominant company. They have Constellation brand, which is their stepping stone to get into the United States when it becomes very legal. And they just bought our U.S. hemp company. So they already have their foot into the U.S. market. they're in process of buying a U.S. hemp company. So, and you know they're gonna keep expanding and just keep trying to become a global company with their $10+ billion of cash. So I mean, how do you go wrong with Canopy long term? I'm gonna end it off with some Tesla. This video has been so long. Like, I'm sorry, apologize, but I'm surprised that Tesla. Oh, I guess the 7 licensed producer. We don't know. I don't know who's the 7 licensed producers are until we know some news. This is right now. This is just adding to the short fuse. Like, this is just adding to the short attack that's happening on the MJ industry right now, the cannabis industry right now. But whatever. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I just hope it's not like Canopy and Aurora, you know, like the big 2 that I'm holding. Tesla, you know, I'm not shocked that this stock has a very nice support for it because, you know, they were profitable and really profitable, and they continue to be profitable from now on, for like the rest of the, like, for the rest of the quarters. They're gonna be profitable. So it's really hard to be short-minded on the stock, and any kind of weakness in the stock, people are just gonna buy, in my opinion. Anyways, this video is, and if this thing goes back to 250, I might gamble and I might just, you know, buy into this stock instead of Canopy stock, because I would rather own Tesla than Canopy. Just my opinion. I do believe in Tesla in the long term, like the real long term, like 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. I think Tesla's going to be a giant. They're going to be worth I think they're going to be worth at least $500 billion down the road, like 5-10 years down the road, and not higher. That's just my opinion though. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you like this really long ass content. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.